Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace.
I was meant to die at Ed Buck's. I was supposed to be the second person dead at Ed Buck's house.
Jermaine Gagnon is terrified when he sees the shocking similarities between the deaths of two black men and his alleged experience with Ed Buck.
He has a type. Young, black, handsome.
The 28-year-old Minnesota native says he met Buck on the dating site Adam for Adam. Their first date, May 2018.
When you first come into the house, you come out of your clothes and you put on his clothes.
Gagnon gave us this video. That's a white mattress on the floor of the living room, and you can see Buck wearing white long johns and a red t-shirt.
We smoked a little bit of crystal meth.
The drugs got more intense.
He said, have you ever tried a point? And I'm like, what's a point? He's like, an injection. You inject crystal meth into your vein. He injected my arm.
Gagnon says the drug made him fly into a rage, and Buck kicked him out of his apartment. Gagnon was paid between $200 and $250.
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So we seen the video of the third black man after two have already been killed inside of Ed Buck's residency. And the third brother said that he was injected with crystal meth, right after relations or having intercourse. So obviously, Mr. Buck has a fetish for black men, but he also hates black men at the same time, right? And we have to ask ourselves, why isn't Mr. Buck injecting white men with this meth, right? Because underneath that so-called love for black men, he despises them and he wants to off them because he doesn't or did not want the world to know his low down, dirty behavior, right? But that has the bottle, the top is off that bottle, right? And I know I'm hearing a lot of our people say, well, who really cares? They just gay. It's like, man, the scripture says that all of our righteousness is like unto filthy rags. I don't care if we don't agree with the lifestyle of our gay brothers and sisters, they are still our people. And we should still have concern for them. We see the condition of our people. Some are in better condition than others, but none of us can rise above the condition of the least of our people. And a lot of times, these young brothers turn out to be gay, or it becomes learned behavior because a lot of times they didn't have a father in their life. So they go looking for that masculine energy, and a lot of times it ends up manifesting itself with another man, right? So who are we to judge them? I think in this day and hour, the best thing we can do is be a good example. And brothers and sisters, we have to get off the drugs. These three brothers were lured into a lion's den. They were lured into a rattlesnake pen, right? And they got bit by one whom came guised as a friend, as a lover, as someone who just wanted to have a good time with them, but he had ill motivations, right? It's just like that fisher who puts that bait on the hook, but the fish doesn't, or excuse me, not fisher, fisherman who puts the bait on the hook, but the fish doesn't necessarily know the evil intentions of the fishermen. Well, that's how we have to be today, brothers and sisters. We have to be on alert. And It's our righteousness that's going to sustain us as the days that we are in. The hour that we are in is such a serious hour, brothers and sisters, where our economy right now is on the brink of almost collapsing as America's over $20 trillion in debt. And we have to come up out of the slop trough like pigs with our heads down, and we don't see the thunder pealing, as I heard the minister say, above our heads. We don't see war coming to America from our government and what they have done to other nations, robbing those nations of the natural resources. So, I hate to hear about this going on with our young brothers. I hope that this wicked white man, Ed Buck, is brought to justice. I hope that he's put in prison where he belongs for murder. And now that they have a witness and someone who's willing to testify about what this man did to him, there should be no problem convicting this punctified, cowardly man who wants romance, but at the same from another man, but then wants to kill off the man, right? His intention was to off this third brother, whom survived by the grace of God, because our Creator knew that Mr. Ed Buck probably would have continuously carried out these acts, and his wicked lawyer or wicked attorney would continue to get money from him, and they would continue to get away with murder in their white supremacist judicial system, where money is the order of the day. Power gets you off with murder. So, but like I always say, these cats think they get away, but their cases go up into a higher court. It goes into the universal court with the Lord of the worlds, who is the best of judges and the best of planners. And when he punishes, no one punishes like our Creator, because he wipes cities and states and countries off the map. Did y'all see what happened in California with them wildfires? That's child's play in comparison to what's coming to the United States of America, for the evil and the wickedness that they have poured on black and brown people day in and day out for over 400 years. So now they have to reap what they have sown, brothers and sisters. So, I hope that these young brothers get justice, but if not, they gonna get justice anyway, in a greater way, and it's just gonna fall on Ed's Buck's relatives or people. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing out.